Hello, this portion of the video is for students that are currently enrolled in Algebra 1 or Geometry in 8th grade. So these are students that are in our accelerated and advanced math courses. They've been identified along the way as excelling in mathematics. Now, for these students, there are really three main options for students that are currently enrolled in Algebra 1. For students that are currently taking geometry, they'll receive a recommendation from the high school for either Algebra 2 or Algebra 2 honors. Typically, it's going to be Algebra 2 honors for our handful of students that come to the high school in 8th grade to take geometry. So for students that are enrolled in Algebra 1, the first of those options is our regular geometry course. All right, this is a traditional proof-based geometry course. It covers 2 semesters. Um, it really develops problem-solving skills in students and helps them build their skill set moving forward. The geometry honors is the other option. This is a little bit more rigorous approach to geometry, a lot higher dependence on strong Algebra 1 skills, um, deeper looks into topics where students really have to struggle with complex proofs, complex topics, and really build a lot of the learning on their own. While the content is similar between the two, the strategies and the approaches of learning are very different, with the honors being geared much more towards a student that is really interested in diving into challenging problems. Your 8th grade teacher is going to do a fantastic job of delineating which of these 2 courses is going to be the best fit for your son or daughter. In our AP Honors Night presentation, we'll talk a little bit more about the differences between these 2 courses. But I can't stress enough that 8th grade teacher's recommendation is really going to be a strong indicator of which of these 2 routes your son or daughter is going to want to go into after Algebra 1. Now, occasionally we will have students in Algebra 1 that got a little ahead of themselves in their math placement, and 8th grade was a significant struggle. If your son or daughter falls in that category, that is a place where we might encourage taking Algebra 1 again during freshman year. And again, as I mentioned in the general video, don't look at this as as a negative. This is a place where a student can regroup and really build the skills they need to see success as they move forward in our mathematics. They're clearly exceptional mathematicians, but occasionally due to maturity levels at a given time or just a rough year, all right, a student can have a stumble that they need to kind of refill the gaps that have formed. And sometimes retaking Algebra 1 can do that. All right, so occasionally that will be recommended. Don't look at that as a negative. Look at it as a great opportunity to solidify those skills. Coming out of our geometry or geometry honors, students would be progressing into Algebra 2 and then through calculus at any of the levels during senior year. This is the typical sequence for our honor students, and again, they can move in and out of regular and honors as they see fit. There's typically easier transition spots. Moving into honors in geometry or Algebra 2 tend to be the ideal locations. The next location after that would be moving into honors as they move into calculus. We do find students struggle if they try and make the transition from a regular Algebra 2 into an honors pre-calculus course. That tends to be one of the most difficult transitions for students. But again, entry points at geometry, Algebra 2, or at the calculus level have really had a lot of students see success with that. So again, the choice is really the level of challenge they're going to experience in the 2 courses and their love of mathematics. If they love problem solving, they love tough problems, and they really want to push themselves with the honors course, that's the right fit for them. If the 8th grade Algebra 1 has been a little bit more of a struggle, but they're still seeing success, or if they're taking a lot of honors classes in other areas, maybe geometry at the regular level might be more appropriate. Again, that 8th grade teacher is really going to help you with that decision. AP Honors Night will also give you a little bit more information to help you make that decision when you may be looking at recommendations for honors in multiple classes. A couple of the common questions that come up for students out of Algebra 1 is first, who should I contact with questions about my student's recommendation? And that would be the 8th grade teacher or their current teacher if they're taking geometry here at the high school. They're going to have the best information about your son or daughter as a learner and going to be able to help you understand why they made the recommendation they did. Who should you contact if you have questions about the curriculum? That would be me here at the high school, John Thomas. And you can call or email, and I'm happy to talk through any questions you have. Many times I get a question about summer school for acceleration. We do find that if you are looking to accelerate in the summer, geometry would be the least damaging place to do that. Your students are already on a pathway to finish calculus up through BC, their senior year, which really puts them ahead of the vast majority of students. But if they're looking to accelerate faster than that, and they have the skills to do that, geometry is really the least impactful. Our later courses, Algebra 2 and Pre-Calculus, are very dependent on each other, and they're also very dependent on Algebra 1. So trying to condense those courses down in the summer, when we have that lost retention, which we typically see, it's very impactful. But if we condense geometry down, while there is lost retention, it tends to have less impact because our later classes aren't as dependent on that. So while it's not encouraged or suggested, it is an option that I do want you to be aware of if your son or daughter is really looking to take math a little bit further in a way. Just be aware that there are offsets to that. There is going to be decreased retention, and it is not going to be the same rigorous experience of geometry that you're going to see here at the high school that really sets our students up for success in our later honors classes. So discourage it, but it is an option that's out there. Question comes up, what should I do if I agree with my student's placement? You really don't need to do anything. The course they were recommended for will be the course they're placed into, and they're set for next year, and we look forward to working with them. And then the final question is, what should I do if I'd like to change the recommendation? There will be a form that you just need to fill out and sign, and they will go into the course you choose. We see our position here as providing the best advice we can based on decades of teaching mathematics to students much like your sons and daughters. Ultimately, the decision is in you and your son or daughter's hands as we go forward, but we want to help you get them at that starting spot that provides the appropriate amount of challenge that lets them grow to their maximum ability level by the time they leave us and transition on into their post-secondary opportunities. Thanks again for showing up tonight. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Look forward to working with your sons and daughters over the next 4 years. Thanks. Bye.